This is sports stuff. Betting stuff.
Ka-chow.
Let's go.
Take two.
From the top.
Take two. There might be an outtake at the end of this where y'all get to listen to just the absolute dumpster fire that happened in take one. This is Sports Stuff Betting Stuff, the number one sports betting podcast coming out of the Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff Enterprise. I am your host and the original degenerate, Muff.
Hello, Muff.
Thank you. Hello. Joining alongside the Ohio degenerate, the Ohio homer in the capo of the Midwest Crack House, Jim.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Hello, Jim.
Hello. Jim, you can hear us? Yes?
I can hear you. All is well.
Oh, great. Also joining alongside another half of the original degenerate crew and our medical degenerate, Alex.
That's me.
And last, certainly not least, joining the fold this year for all of the betting episodes, or at least all of the ones that he's able to participate in, he's just another degenerate from Ohio, Neme.
Hey, just here to help Jim out.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason we agreed to have another Ohio State fan in the betting episodes. Unsure why.
Baby.
Unsure
More
why.
bad opinions.
Poor opinions. That's it. All right. So, for anybody new that's listening, we're going to, in episode one of the college football betting campaign, or the football betting campaign, we'll get a little bit from last year. Let everybody know who the winner was, some of our historical picks, and then we'll get into this week's college football lines. Obviously, we don't have any NFL lines as you're listening to this on Thursday, August 28th, and that is the day that we expect all of these betting episodes to drop in anticipation for any NFL and college games that do start on Thursday. But this week, we only have college lines and college games to chat about. Also, for anybody that's new, just a reminder that our exclusive betting app is FanDuel.
FanDuel?
It is FanDuel, and we are still waiting for some of those royalty checks on the money that we lose and that we steer people in the direction that they may or may not lose. It's up to them what they do with their money.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would we entertain anyone else? Like, if someone else wanted our fanship, like, would we entertain them?
I don't want fanship. I want money ship.
So if somebody came at us with dollars, FanDuel, we'd kick you out.
That's true.
So get to us, FanDuel.
We 100% would kick FanDuel out if the monies came our way. We have
for sale, people.
We're 100% for sale. No free ads. You got to give us the money.
That's right.
Unless it's like Harper and Company. I mean, I think there have been some free ads here and there, but
Yeah,
it's people we know.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Money does talk for us. Before we get into anything going on this week, let's just do a quick recap of last year.
What about the totems?
Quick recap of last year.
Oh, he's already running the ship.
Quick recap of last year. Atop the standings last year with a record of 74-63 at a 540 winning percentage, up from a 496 winning percentage the previous year. Your winner, the winner of winners, myself, Muff, the original degenerate, took the crown last year.
That's why he's rushing us through it. That's why he wants to get past all the hubbub. He wants to talk about how great he is.
You know, greatness, Jim, greatness.
Mm-hmm.
In second place at 78-71 with a 523 winning percentage, up from 434 the previous year. The largest jump last year was Jim, the Ohio degenerate.
And the most wins. Put it out.
And most losses, just so we're clear.
Hey, we only talk about the good stuff.
Okay. And in last place, but still at a 500 winning percentage at 63-63, down, unfortunately, from the previous year, from a 556 winning percentage, and the person who won the previous year, our medical degenerate Alex.
I'm going to do better this year. I'm going to do better this year. I'm not going to mourn last
okay.
year's losses. I'm going to start celebrating this year's wins.
Jim was the real winner though, because the Bucks took it home, baby.
This is a betting show. We don't care who wins national championships. We care who wins money.
I don't know.
Just playing the bit.
We don't pay attention to losses. We only pay attention to wins.
I think we all pay attention to our losses to some degree. Not bottomless bank accounts sitting here.
Got that NIL money.
Yeah, we don't have that. All right, before we get into talking about this week's college football games, we do need to introduce our totems. Our totems are items of good luck. I don't know if anybody's changed from last year, so we're about to find out.
Yeah, we all have.
Let us start with Alex.
My totem this year is I used to do the hats, try to find a lucky hat, but instead I wanted to go with a rally towel. But then I thought, I have lots of rally towels. Which rally towel shall I pick? And I decided that none of them were adequate, so I went with a green rally towel because green is for winners and money. Just knocked something off my table.
You got a green washcloth?
It's a rally towel.
Oh, okay.
It's in the eye of the
That-
beholder,
that-
Jim.
That was, I put a lot of thought into it.
Okay.
Is that one of those towels you dry your car off with?
A chamois?
It's for money. It's a green money rally towel.
All right.
Just
You do you.
All right, Neme, why don't you introduce to the world your item of good luck, the thing that's going to bring you all the wins, all the money this year?
Hopefully I can be on top, kind of like Muff was this year. So I'm gonna start on top with a little trophy, and hopefully I take home the trophy after this year.
I need to know, is that a first place trophy?
It is. It says Division 1 champions.
Okay.
So yes, first place, not a participation trophy. First place trophy.
That would have been hilarious if you pulled that up and it was like a second or a third place trophy. I would have had a good time with that. All right. Another man from Ohio. Ohio degenerate. It's been some cracking gear before. It's been an Ohio State hat before. What is it this year, Jim?
It is my magic genie lamp.
he's a genie in a bottle, baby. He just gotta rub it the
I
right
got my
way.
magic genie lamp.
Does it have anything inside?
We don't talk about what's in my lamp,
I want to talk about what's in your cup or your lamp.
but it's my magic lamp.
Okay. Got a magic lamp. Magic lamp from Jim. We have items. A lot of items this year. No real apparel.
Nope.
Unless we count Alex's wash rags and chamois cloths as apparel.
They are
I'm sure.
not. It's my green money rally towel.
All right. And last, for me, last year it was the WVU conductor's cap.
Yeah.
I considered bringing that back, but I was unable to locate it. So we're still going to stay with the headwear. I'm going to maybe replace Lee Corso one day with some headgear. We're going to go with the Masters cap. And if it starts to get colder outside and I want to, I also have a Masters toboggan that I can wear.
Ooh.
It's going to be Masters apparel. I also have like a late fall, early spring jacket that I could wear as well. So I'm just going to be mastered out.
Gotcha. I like that.
Destroyed that merch
Because
tent, huh?
you're gonna be the master of betting.
I know you wanted to say something else there, Alex, so I'm glad you restrained yourself.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm
All right.
going.
Now that we know...
debating your pick.
Yes, Jim. Thank you for finishing Alex's inappropriate statements.
I did not. That's all I wanted to be. I want to be on record that I was very appropriate.
Yes, you were. All right. With no NFL games, we get straight into the college football lines. For college football week 1, we did not do week 0 because who wants to worry about 5 games when we got a full slate the next week?
Woo!
This is not all of the games, but these are many of the games, and especially those that we are most interested in. We start out Thursday night, tonight, as you're listening to this and getting ready to place all the bets. Boise State, I will say this, if a game is in a neutral location and it has not been indicated and you know that it is, please shout that out. Boise State at South Florida. Boise favored by 6.5, over under 62.5. Anybody have any thoughts on this one?
Well,
The
I'll
line is
start
moved.
because that's a West Coast team going into a hot Florida State as an underdog, as a favorite. So that's quite the spot for the South Florida Bulls, in my opinion. But let's see what everyone else has to say.
The line has moved. It is 5.5. I thought about sprinkling on Boise State, just because I want to do something on Thursday night. It's a leaner for me.
Is Leaner as a sprinkle or is Leaner as a best bet?
Leaner's a sprinkle. I'm not sure I'm ready to put in the best bet. I don't want to do that shotgun blast in week one. So I might be sprinkling. What did Alex do? What did he just bet money while he was watching games because he couldn't help himself that one year? Might have been last year.
That's
I might be
just
doing
every
some of
year.
that this year.
Yeah, that's every.
That's just every year.
Yeah.
Just sitting there saying, we got to put money on this. Why? Because the game's on, right?
Yeah.
That is
That
why
might be
we
one of
are.
those things I do
It's
this
on
year.
TV. It's on TV. It must be played.
That's why we are a degenerate crew here. I think we thought of, I don't know if we call Boise West Coast, but a team from the Northwest traveling to a warm climate. And the line had moved from 6.5 to 5.5, so there may be some people thinking similarly to you, Neme.
Yep.
Next, we have a team from Ohio
Yeah.
traveling to Rutgers as Ohio plays Rutgers. Rutgers favored by 15.5, over under 49.5.
The team from Ohio.
Ooh, we're playing that game now. Okay. Starting off strong. All right. All right. Shiano, week one. You kind of want to give him. He's going to cover that, but Ohio's no joke in the first couple weeks either. I am staying away.
Do you, just out of curiosity, what do you have to support that Ohio is no joke in the first few weeks?
Last year they came into Ohio State and they hung in there with him, and so
I believe Ohio lost a lot of their coaches and everything.
okay.
Forget which team they went to. Like all their linebackers and defense all went to another school. I have to verify who, but they lost a lot. So I don't
Gotcha.
think this is going to be the old OU of past. Right away. So I would definitely lean Rutgers and Shiano. So
Yeah, with
I
that,
believe last year Shiano messed up the team in the first week pretty good too. So
yeah, with that knowledge, I would lean towards Rutgers then. Yeah,
I don't think Nemi's here to help Jim in his Ohio State fandom. I think Nemi's here to help make sure that Jim does not lose all of the money
Yeah,
when
all
he
my money.
just blindly bets on Ohio teams.
Thank you, buddy.
I got you. I got you.
He's here to keep me in line.
Yeah. Speaking of other Ohio teams, Lafayette at Bowling Green.
That line
Bowling Green 14.5, over under 52.5.
that is moved to 16.5.
I don't know much about these first few games, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. They're all Thursday games. I figure we gotta talk about Thursday
Oh, yeah.
because it's day one.
I'm gonna be excited about it.
Yeah, I would lean Bowling Green here. Obviously, I was maybe leaning slightly less from a 14.5 to 16.5 jump. But yeah, I'm still I would lean Bowling Green. I'm not going to consider it as a best bet, but if I was forced, I would take Bowling Green to cover.
Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on this one, to be honest.
This is more like just fade Lafayette in this matchup.
Yeah, I think that's, especially with the line movement, might as well just go with it.
Yeah,
That's not
just
really a key number or anything, so
right.
they're going to cover 14.5. Feel like they can cover 16.5.
Bingo. Next we have, what is it? Is Thursday about Ohio? Is that what's happening? Because we've got all of these games with teams from Ohio. Wyoming at Akron. Wyoming favored in this game by 5.5, over under 49.5.
That line also moved to 5.5. It was.
So what I said is accurate.
Remember when
I'm just
Akron was
telling
like
the
the
people,
worst?
the listeners, Muff, that the line had moved from Monday. It went down.
Go ahead,
Remember
Neme.
when Akron was like the worst team of all time, like 3 years ago? And now they're only underdogs of 5.5 points.
Wyoming. I mean, way back when I still played college football, not physically play, but played in video games. Akron was the team that you chose to build up from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay all the way away from this. Interested to watch it maybe, but not interested to bet on it.
I cannot stay away. I'm gonna stay away for the show. But
I think Akron, a little sprinkle on the money line, maybe. Well, Akron at home, Wyoming across the country. I don't know. I feel like they can maybe get it done. We'll see.
In my other betting for work, I actually have to pick one of the winners here.
Yeah, and then you see Jim cheats on our betting show, as he cheats on us as a group and bets with other people.
Well,
Slightly, yes.
it's because of the betting show that I was brought into this, Muff. So, um,
So that
I'm
means we should share in the glory, yes?
if I win, you got it, bud. Um, I would probably, because of the betting show and because of I'm trying to upset some people, I'm probably going to put money on Akron.
Like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next to a Buffalo at Minnesota. Row the boat in Minnesota. Favored by 17.5, over under 44.5.
I was so tempted here to go with Minnesota to row the boat, just because I wanted to say row the boat.
I like the over.
I had to talk myself out of it just because I knew I was only doing it so I could say row the boat. And I'm trying to be smarter this year
Yeah.
for at least a week or two.
You and Jim have similar mindsets here. I'm going to be smarter for as long as I allow myself to be.
So for as long as I have self-control, which will last approximately 1 week.
I'm going to stay away from this. I am not up to date on either of these teams and what they have gained, lost, or otherwise has happened in their program. So I'm staying away. Marquee matchup of Thursday night. Nebraska taking on Cincinnati. This is at Arrowhead, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. So Nebraska, the more homish team in this particular case. Nebraska favored by 6.5, over under 54.5. I gotta think that there's gonna be a lot of money on Nebraska since there's a lot of hype around that program at the moment.
That's really funny that Raiola guy thinks he's like Mahomes, dresses like Mahomes, and they're playing at Arrowhead. That's interesting. Did they do that on purpose?
I don't know. Are you trying to lead us to say yes, Neme? I'm sure that they did. Is that what you're?
It's just weird. You've seen that stuff with that Raiola guy, right? He like literally looks like Mahomes.
Yeah, he thinks he's
acts like
the
him and
second
everything.
coming.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems like a weird. When I saw that line, I thought Nebraska. I thought Cincinnati was at home, so I don't know. I'd probably take Nebraska minus the 6.5. But
Yeah, Cincinnati getting some type of bump based on the recent news from some of their alum.
oh, what is that?
There's an engagement. If anybody didn't know,
Oh,
Who got engaged?
Killer Trav and T Swift.
Oh, is that right?
What happened, Jim?
How come Alex didn't tell me?
Alex,
Did we
who?
lose him?
I'm here.
Oh.
Why would Alex be the one to tell you?
Oh, isn't he keen to Travis and Taylor?
No,
I thought he was
I
in
don't
the
like
know.
I
Aren't you
don't
a
like them.
Swiftie?
My sister is a Swiftie. I am absolutely not a Swiftie.
Not a Swiftie, huh?
No. But I do feel strongly that I will be placing a bet on Nebraska.
There we go. So this is anti-Cincinnati. I feel like we're all destined to receive some type of karma in this situation, but we'll figure it out. All right, moving past Thursday games into Friday night football. And no, it is not in the high school gridiron. This is of the college round. Western Michigan on Michigan State. Michigan State favored by 21.5, over under 49.5.
I don't know that I have enough confidence at Michigan State to cover.
Which money where your mouth is.
feels like an over.
We're feeling some points, some buckets and buckets of points, huh?
I think so. Western's no good. Give up. Michigan State could put up a 40 spot on them.
There we go. There's an option there for the people to think about. Next, Alex's second favorite team, Colorado, hosting Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech comes in this game favored by 4.5 over Dion's Buffs, over under 52.5.
I'm going to start the season by putting my money where my mouth is and saying Georgia Tech minus 4.5 covers, and Colorado is down.
It's a musical interlude to go with that. Yeah, at Colorado, that's the team, again, traveling across most of the country. There's obviously a lot of unproven players in Colorado's roster right now, but I'm not going to pick against Dion in a primetime hype game opportunity.
It's Georgia Tech. I don't bet that game.
Yes, Neme, if you did not know, Jim does not bet against Georgia Tech because they have burned him many times.
Many times.
You can
Many
bet
years.
for Georgia Tech.
I think it's a little disrespectful for Colorado at home to be 4.5-point underdogs against Georgia Tech. So, yeah, I think they're going to come out fired up. I kind of lean Colorado.
Alex, don't jump through the virtual reality that we live in and choke Neme, please.
I'm staying right where I said I was. I'm letting my money choke Neme. My green towel.
Alex's greenback's going to choke Neme. All right. Moving into the day of days. Saturday, week 1, college football.
Saturday.
Big noon kickoff. Minus Dave Portnoy.
I was just about to say that.
That was
We're in Columbus Town, in Ohio Stadium, in the Horseshoe, as Ohio State hosts them Longhorns from Texas. Ohio State favored by 2.5, over under 47.5. Let's say the Ohio Homers.
you first, Jim.
Not my best bet. This is definitely. I think Ohio State money line. I think Ohio State wins. That's as far as I'm willing to go.
Yeah,
Now, so I understand you don't want to go too much with lines and stuff like that, Jim. What do you think the feel of this game will be? How will it start? Will there be a lot of back and forth? What will the quarterback play be like? Is this going to be a low-scoring game? What are your just general sentiments about the game aside from Ohio State winning?
I think both quarterbacks struggle. There's a lot of talk of Sayan being like getting his ass kicked. I don't see that coming. I don't think Manning is. I think Manning's not going to have some lights out day. I've heard the talk of blowout. I don't think that's going to happen. I've heard the talk that Jeremiah Smith's going to have a all-star day. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a nice slugfest. Not a lot of points being scored. Going to be a tight fourth quarter. And ultimately, I think Ohio State will have their shit together to win that game.
Yeah, I think, but again, I'd call them first-year quarterbacks, even though Manning played a little last year. But 47.5 is a pretty low over/under, if that is the line. I don't know if it's or not, but 47.5 is pretty low, and tells me that they're not going to want to take too many shots, and they're going to play pretty conservative, run the ball a lot. The last time Jeremiah Smith played Texas, which was last year in the playoffs, they held him for one catch for 3 yards. So I would assume they try to shut him down again, which is going to leave it open for a lot of the other receivers to get involved. So, but anyway, They ended up winning, even though he only had one catch for 3 yards. But Ohio State lost a lot of talent, so we'll see. I don't really have a lean, to be honest. I'm just really excited to watch the game. I probably won't bet it. At least definitely not a best bet. So.
You know what I'm excited for in this game? The fact that I will not be able to watch it, and the fact that I'm going to receive no less than 100 text messages throughout the game.
There you go. Wedding, right? You got a wedding or something?
No, that was last weekend. I have other engagements this weekend. But I'm sure if things are going poorly, there will be strongly capitalized and exclamation pointed text from Jim about what's going on.
If you hear nothing, it is going very poorly.
To put this in perspective for you, Neme, last year in the Ohio State-Oregon game, Alex and I were walking back to where we were parked from the WVU game that was happening while that game was ending, and we were trying to do some refreshes in some apps to see what was going on, and the app was behind, obviously, the live game, but Jim let us know through text message how that game had ended before we got the update on the app.
Well, and I don't know that we necessarily quote unquote knew how it ended, but we knew that it ended poorly for Ohio State based on the capitalized profanities.
Yes.
No context, just capitalized profanities.
Yes.
After he picked up the phone that he threw across the room, probably.
Yes.
I don't know. We never got the text out before he threw the phone.
It was terrible.
I'm looking at the under in this game. I agree that you've got two new unproven quarterbacks that I think the offensive play calling will be relatively conservative, especially in the first half. And it is unlikely that any team gets away from another team unless there are a lot of defensive turnovers and special teams situations. So I'm looking at the under in this game.
Honestly, I see an Ohio State Penn State of last year style of game where it's who breaks first. That's the vibe, I think.
I mean, we do realize that Ohio State broke first in that game because Penn State had a pick six.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think that's what will happen. I think that's the outcome is who's going to break first.
I mean,
And
Penn State did not win that game.
Ohio State got lucky.
Okay. Alex, any thoughts?
No, I'm excited to watch it, but not as far as the betting world goes.
Okay. Next, we move through another Ohio team, Toledo at Kentucky. Kentucky favored by 7.5, over under 48.5. Any thoughts here?
No.
No.
Nothing from me, really. Kentucky was terrible last year. Trying to right the ship, get back on the winning track. Toledo's usually a pretty good MAC team. So I don't really. That's just my thoughts. I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
Anything betting wise.
All right. Next, we got Bama at Florida State. Bama favored by 13.5, over under 50.5. I know Jim has some thoughts on this.
I like Florida State here.
Why?
I just think that Bama's hasn't proven anything to me. I think Florida State has a comeback year.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna really have to. They're really gonna have to come back because they were bad last year.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a comeback year. This would be a monumental year if they're able to do something here.
Yeah. The Boer's second season has me hopeful that Bama might. I heard Bama had some guys come back that could have went to the draft. So I don't know. It seems like they're buying what the Boer's selling there. So I think Bama beats them up pretty good.
Me too. I'm on Bama. Market best bet.
It's a lean for me. Potential best bet. Yep.
Done and done.
If I was going one way or the other, I would probably go Bama. I don't think that is too steep of a hill to climb, unproven for Florida State.
What has Bama done to build this confidence?
What has Florida State done to make you feel?
I feel like they're both the same, and it's at Florida State.
Florida State and Bama are in a similar spot from their performance last year. Do you realize how high you sound? I think you need to take another puff off of that magic lamp.
I'm just telling you. That's how I feel.
Florida State, their coach record without Jordan Travis is like 6 wins and 24 losses, and his record with Jordan Travis, who was their quarterback 2 years ago, and then for a half a year after that until he got hurt, it was like 17-4 or something. He just can't win without that Jordan Travis quarterback. So I don't know. He's got to prove it to me, like Muff said, in order to be in the same discussion as Alabama.
There we go. Next, we got Nevada traveling to Happy Valley to take on Penn State. Penn State favored by 44.5, over into 57.5. We're pretty much projecting a 49-7 game.
Sounds good to me.
That's a big one. I mean, I definitely think that Penn State blows them out of the water, but that's anytime you get into the 40s, I don't really like to bet that.
I think I've said this. I'm not going to bet this because who knows who's going to be playing in the second half. I'm not saying that Penn State's second stringers can't put up points on Nevada, but I'd rather not bank on that to get a cover of 40-some points.
Well, and that's basically why I'm saying, like, at that point, I'm like, yeah, let's not.
Yeah. Alex, we can't see you saying anything, just so you're clear.
Okay, sorry. I was walking to put something in the fridge before it spoiled, to be completely honest, and I had to carry my phone, and I didn't want everyone to be dizzy.
Got it. Jim?
Great teams cover, right, Muff?
They do. I don't care if we cover 44.5 in this particular situation. I'm okay with it. Great teams also don't have to play their starters into the third quarter.
So we changing the rules?
I think this is not where I go into this great teams cover is winning by 13.5, winning by 14 or something to cover. I feel like I see the point here is if they win by 40, they're still great.
Great teams cover. That's all I'm saying. Great teams cover.
Oh, so you're going to take Ohio State to cover now, not as a money line.
All I'm saying is your words were great teams cover. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to say that Ohio State must not be a great team because you don't have confidence in them to cover 2.5.
I didn't say anything about
week one
Ohio
against
State. Why are we
Texas.
changing the topic? You said, what do I think about this game? I said great teams cover.
I also asked you what you thought about the Ohio State Texas, and you said money line, and they're just not a great team. That's all I got out of that.
Okay.
Next, starting foosball.
Do you think Penn State will cover?
I just don't want to put my confidence in Penn
I
State
didn't
covering in
ask you to make your
third
best bet. Do
stringers.
you think they'll cover?
My words did not resonate with you in what I just said. I do not have faith in third stringers covering in the fourth quarter.
So you don't think that they will cover the spread?
If you want me to say it, Jim, yes, I think Penn State covers.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Jim, Jim, do you think Penn State covers?
I don't think they cover.
Why not?
I think it's too much. I think they'll set people down.
So exactly the reasons I'm not taking it. Thank you very much.
But
you just said all the way around there for you to agree with what I said.
You spent all year saying great teams cover last year. All year. Great teams cover. Great teams cover.
Yeah, I don't think I said that in week one when you're playing FCS teams.
We should go back. We always say we're going to go back. We never go back. But
Well, no, you always say we should go back, and I say, go ahead, Jim. You can listen back
Right.
and tell me what happened, and you never do it. So, just like the Big Ten graphic that never happened. Done and done.
Right. You're right.
Right. Like, no argument, just right.
Oh, no, so at Georgia favored by 39.5 over under 55.5.
While they're the best team in West Virginia, they are not going to beat Georgia. They're not. They're going to get blown out.
The best team in West Virginia. Marshall's going to be dog shit this year. They lost everything.
They're
Literally
going to get rolled.
Literally, like they literally couldn't play the roll game because they had no players left.
They're
and
going to
it's
get
the
destroyed.
same thing this year. Like, I don't even know who's even their coach. I forget who they even got.
Yeah, I don't know. So that means Georgia covers then, right, Jim?
No. Oh yeah, they're going to cover. Yeah, they're going to cover.
Best bet?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Wait,
next
hold on. So, Marshall's head coach is an ex-defensive coordinator for WVU. Tony Gibson.
Yeah.
Ring a bell, anyone? Any WVU fans? No? Tony Gibson?
Yes.
Okay. So, based on that, how bad are they going to be?
This is a
I
trap.
forgot one thing, by
This
the
is
way.
a trap.
I forgot one thing. Neil Brown is an offensive assistant at Texas, I believe.
No.
I believe that's what I heard today. We get back
Jim,
check
if
that.
you lose to Texas, this is double bad.
Yeah, you can live without that, Neme.
Special assistant to the head coach on offense, Neil Brown, Texas. Yep.
That just means you get some coffee.
Another offensive guru in the fold for Texas. Florida Atlantic at Maryland. Maryland last 14.5 over under 61.5. I have no thoughts on this game. Zero. Maryland is just a disappointment.
I think the over. Let's go with the over. Sounds
There you
good.
go.
Sounds good.
Play for points.
Yeah.
Another marquee matchup of the weekend. LSU and Brian Kelly traveling to Clemson to take on Dabo Sweeney's Tigers. Is Jim rooting for a sad Dabo?
I'm rooting for a sad Dabo.
It is at home, Jim.
Sad Dabo. That's what I'm rooting for.
I honestly, the only reason I'm not taking Clemson to cover here is because of my loyalty to Jim and the sad Dabo train. I want that on record that I do feel like Clemson is going to cover here, but I feel like it would go against our show morals to root for sad Dabo.
I don't know if those are show morals. Those are Jim morals imposed on the show.
Sad Dabo.
Before Neme
Is
came,
that game at Clemson?
That's why I said everybody needs to figure out if these are neutral site games or not, because I don't have that information.
Seems like it is based on the line, but maybe not. I don't think Clemson. I mean, Clemson. I don't know. I think LSU plus the points, potentially a better quarterback LSU than Clemson has.
Correct.
Brian Kelly as a dog gets a little bit of a bump. Clemson in week 1, I believe last year they laid an egg, maybe even the year before that. Tough game laid an egg. I think they played Notre Dame last year and lost. I'm gonna go with LSU plus points.
How many crawfish has Brian Kelly ate this past off season to become a better Louisianan?
He's not a Louisiana. He's just kind of stuck in it because he doesn't at all.
That's true. All right, next we have Syracuse at Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 13.5, over under 51.5.
Tennessee all day.
I agree.
Yeah. In theory, yes. But I feel like every time I bet on Tennessee, I get so burned. It's too early to start getting burned. So.
Jim-
Yeah, but
Jim-
that's because they had that Nico guy. Who's
Nico,
terrible.
I'm leave you at the front
gonna leave
door.
to college, yeah.
Yeah, he got
I'm
left
gonna leave
at the front door and the back
Wow,
door.
Muff, that's the best line you've had so far. I'm proud of you for that one.
Is there an inside scoop here, Jim? Tennessee?
What do you mean?
All right, don't you have family that has ties to
I don't
Tennessee?
talk. No, get out of here, Muff.
So there's no inside scoop.
No, I just think Tennessee's gonna roll Syracuse.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm going to stay away from this one, but I will not say anything bad against what you guys are saying. New Mexico at Michigan. Michigan favored by 34.5, over under 49.5.
Without a coach.
Without their head coach. They still have coaches, Jim.
Well, you won't call him that.
Well, I think these coaches have had some success, huh?
I'm not allowed to speak on this matter, so
That was in the
Keepsakes.
files, right? That was put in the files that Jim will
Yep.
not speak on that.
I'm not allowed to speak on that.
Okay, just want to make sure we put the rules set up here.
Yep.
You put up softball, then we'll hit them. That way you can't do anything about it.
I understand, and I appreciate you.
Wouldn't saying that they don't have a coach be somewhat slanderous?
No, it's factual.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this game. I don't really have any interest in. I won't be able to watch it, but I have no real interest in watching it if I had that
Really?
opportunity.
You don't want to watch the new 5-star quarterback that got paid $5 million from Barstool play?
No, I will. If there are highlights of him, I'll catch them and then I'll think about watching next week.
Fair enough.
Alex,
Yeah, no. I'll probably watch, but not bet.
all right. Next to a Cal at Oregon State. Oregon State favored by 2.5, over under 50.5. Just like would be
Ooh.
9:30, 10 o'clock game. I'm assuming.
Beavers. This seems like something that I will, at whatever time this game starts on Saturday, be like, ooh, I'm itching to do something. Ooh, Beavers. Bet on Beavers.
Yeah. That's your makeup money.
That was just me, yes, chasing my losses.
Yeah.
Chasing his losses with the Beavers.
I think I'm on the other side, but it's just a lean. It has nothing to do with any stats or anything like that. Oregon State's quarterback said Duke transfer, Malik Murphy, I believe. So he can play a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Cal, some feels like Cal.
Some feels like Cal. I mean, it's that Marshawn Lynch, Aaron Rodgers bump. I get it.
Some feels like Cal.
Yeah. Next, Fordham at Boston College. Boston College favored by 37.5, over under 53.5. This is basically like considering what's going to happen in the Lafayette game against Bowling Green.
I just had to put Boston College on there just to
I
Start
was gonna
strong.
say, why is that game on there? 'Cause that is-
just to start strong.
Does that even air on ESPN Plus? That game? Like,
Probably
that's
not.
gross.
So are you going to bet on it, or do you just want to say?
I
Just wanna put the line out
talk
there.
about Boston College so I can start the year like, yep, there they are.
You can talk about them, or you just want me to just throw the line because that's all about to happen.
That's it.
Okay. Next, in one of the nightcaps on Saturday night, Utah at UCLA. Utah favored by 6.5, over under 51.5. I mean, Alex, hold on, quick, Alex. I was curious. Is Cam Rising playing?
Is he playing?
I don't know. I'm going to have to check. I think he's a game time decision.
Game time decision.
It's the last 3 years of our lives. Trying to figure out what's going on with Cam Rising.
The real.
With that being the case, you know what I'm going to do? No Cam Rising.
Shut up.
No debate. I'm just going to blindly bet Utah to cover here.
That's Neme's Utes. Don't you remember from the previews?
You're right.
We're
You're
all
right.
in.
You're right.
Big
all in.
12. Big 12.
And UCLA's
sucks.
Yeah.
What was that?
UCLA sucks.
I said UCLA sucks.
I'm going with you, Muff.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride that. This is a feel pick. This is purely a feel pick,
Yeah.
and I'm here for it. And that wraps up the Saturday games we're gonna chat about. Let's get into the Monday games. Sunday first, we have South Carolina taking on Virginia Tech. South Carolina favored by 7.5, over into 52.5.
Ooh, I hate Virginia Tech.
And
I'm taking South Carolina. Hammer it home. I'm all for the hype. Give me it.
I'm not touching that. I don't think I'm touching that game. I don't know. Tech, if anything. But I heard it's a neutral. It was at Tech for sure. Tech. That one is neutral.
where is it being played?
Well, that's a great question.
I asked you all to give me any updates on lines and tell me if there were any neutral games because I did not know.
I'll get back. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Is that Atlanta?
Yeah, that'd be Atlanta.
In a dome. So yeah.
In a dome. What did we just do?
I just deleted a game that we were going to talk about for a second. The Wyoming game was there.
Okay. Next Sunday night, we have Notre Dame at Miami. Notre Dame favored by 2.5, over under 49.5. This will also be happening as the Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff Fantasy Football League is drafting, just so everybody's clear.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's crazy.
So the hope is that we will be recording Sunday's episode live as we're drafting and as we're trying to talk about the weekend in college football.
People up.
There's going to be a lot of excitement.
Be a lot of wives screaming at their husbands. It's gonna be terrible.
It'll be a whole different house screaming at husbands this time.
It's gonna be terrible.
Are you going to draft live with your wife, Jim?
I know. No, I'm not.
Are you guys drafting in person or just online?
We're not in person. It's impossible.
Yeah.
If you think Jim and I yell at each other virtually,
God.
just think if we were drafting it the day after the Ohio State-Texas game, no matter what the outcome is.
Not good.
It's too much energy in one room.
Not
I don't think I can even handle it.
That being the case, give me Notre Dame to cover.
Fuck you. Give me Miami.
I'm going to be directly opposite of you, and I'm going to say give me Miami to cover.
Yep. You know what? I'm not going to bet it now. Alex did it for me. I'm not biting in week one. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm doing it.
Neme, what do you think about this game?
I don't think I'll be dabbling. Another one of those games that sounds really good to watch. Looks like a really good game. Sunday night. Maybe I'll just hang out and watch it. But I'm sure I'll dabble. But no best bet or anything.
No best bets. Okay. And the last game we're going to chat about, Monday football. The Horned Frogs of Texas Christian taking on them Tar Heels of the University of North Carolina, coached by Bill Belichick, assisted by Jordan Hudson. Texas Christian favored by 3.5, over under 56.5.
Give me North Carolina plus the points.
Nothing for me again.
I think this is just one that I'm going to watch. I'll be rooting for TCU because of my Big 12 leanings. But I don't feel confident enough one way or the other to make a choice.
Boys, we're going with an undie.
Undies.
Bill Belichick.
Oh.
How did he make his mark in the NFL? Great defense. Attention to detail. He's had, 75 new players come into the program?
Yeah.
We got a lot to catch up on in the first few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to go back to Old Faithful, special teams and defense, make no mistakes, stay in the game, low-scoring affair.
His girlfriend's in the program too. So there you go.
I don't know if you can officially say that.
I don't think.
I mean, I said she was assisting him. I didn't say she was an assistant coach.
I got it. Yeah.
You didn't need to say it.
You're right. She is definitely assisting. So that wraps up the talk on college football games of note, which brings us into our best bets. Best bets are any number. I mean, it's usually at least 2 or 3 games that we feel confident about, and this is what we measure our wins and loss records. We do not keep track of units because these are all spreads, so we assume that they're all going to be around that -10 to -120 line, so it's not worth it. We just say wins, losses, winning percentages, how you win the game, Neme, just so you know.
Sweet. Let's do it.
All right, we'll start off. If the best bets will go.
We speaking with names? We doing names?
Excuse you?
Oh, we're talking about our best bets. My fault.
Talking about our best bets.
My fault.
The bets that we think are the best, Jim.
Gotcha.
We'll go. Let's just go with. I'll just go first.
Okay.
We'll go first to worst, and then Neme gets just to go last because he didn't participate. I'm going to go Nebraska to cover 6.5 versus Cincinnati. I'm going to go Texas High State under 47.5. Bama to cover 13.5, taking on Florida State. Utah to cover 6.5 against UCLA. Notre Dame to cover 2.5 against Miami. And Texas Christian, North Carolina under 56.5 in Monday night college football. Next we go to Jim.
I got Nebraska -6.5 at Cincinnati. Tennessee -13.5 against Syracuse. Utah -6.5 at UCLA. South Carolina -7.5 against Virginia Tech. And give me North Carolina plus the points, 3.5 against TCU.
Alex.
I am gonna start small and go with 4 picks. I'm gonna take Nebraska -6.5 at Cincinnati, Georgia Tech -4.5 at Colorado. I have FOMO, so I'm gonna go with Utah -6.5 at UCLA, and I will go with Miami plus 2.5 versus Notre Dame.
All right. Neme, first, before you say anything, before you do anything, I need you to take note of how I have conditioned and trained Jim and Alex to put in their picks.
I see it. I will recondition. I will reformat.
You need to be conditioned to do this because there is one person that does the graphics and he just wants to copy paste and does not want to have to reformat or redo. Fair?
I definitely will reformat. Yes.
Thank you. Now,
We will, but
now go-
to start
now-
off, we're going to go with the South Florida Bulls getting 5.5 against Boise State. We're going to go with Neme's Utah Utes of 2025 laying the 6.5 against Dump UCLA. The Volunteers minus the 13.5 against Syracuse. We're going to go with Cal plus 2.5 against Oregon State at the nightcap game, and then Alabama to beat the brakes off Florida State. So let's we'll start off with some 5 picks for this week's best bets.
Okay. Jim's got 5. I have 6. Alex has 4. Neme has 5. All right. Alex, you can say that you stay committed week 1, 100%.
I know. I get nervous. I'm like, all right, let's, and then I'll start panicking, and I just have to let it take its natural progression.
And Jim he's not a full shotgun blast. He puts some pumpkin balls in there to shoot.
Because if you took my 4 and you added, we'll say 2 to 4 NFL games, I'd have a decent sized slate.
There we go. That's what you can justify it however you want to, Alex. It's your money, your bets.
That's right.
All right, let's get into the specialty picks. We're going to just briefly tell the listeners how these specialty picks went last year. What the names of... Yes, Alex?
Time out. Jim.
Yeah.
What is a money line dog?
Okay.
It's less than 7.
Jesus Christ.
What? Oh, wait. I did not correct him earlier. So just for the record, this is completely unscripted because before we started recording, I heard him Neme says, like, oh, what's this again? You know, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, that's the money line dog. I'm like, Jim, what's a money line dog? And all he says is less than 7. And I said, I think we should stop right here and we should revisit this when we're recording.
Jim, you are not. This is a serious moment, isn't it?
What?
What you just said is an unserious moment.
No, I'm telling you, he said this in all seriousness, unscripted.
Yeah,
All right. No, I mean, tell Jim what the money line dog is, because we've been trying for 3 years, and apparently how we say it does not work.
No, it's not.
Moneyline dog is just an underdog straight up, and I'm assuming your rules are the underdog is 7 points or less.
No, stop.
No,
Let me
there's
just
no
stop.
rules.
Oh, so it's just a moneyline dog?
He just came. The less than 7 is just literally out of his ass. Like, it means
Okay.
nothing.
So, Jim, it's just
That was your
an
rules.
underdog. Just an underdog.
Whose rules?
That was your rules,
never-
Muff.
What?
Because what's the super dog then?
Jesus, I don't know how to work with you in this situation anymore. Jim, the Midwest Mobster Risky pick from last year
Get out.
was always a moneyline dog.
Right.
It was an underdog, somebody who was getting points
Yep.
that we chose to win straight up.
Right.
So what is a moneyline dog?
An underdog. Winning
Thanks.
straight up.
Yes.
Boom. Boom.
Right. I
So
agree.
where in the
I
world
agree
is
with
this
that.
7 number coming from?
Because we had to pick them, and they had to be like, they couldn't be a ridiculous amount of underdogness.
Right, because I didn't let you pick 20-point underdogs that you just wanted
That's
to
what I
win.
was saying.
You wanted to win, which is why we have the Superdog parlay to acquiesce your request to pick teams that have less than a 2% chance of winning.
So where did I go wrong here?
What is a moneyline dog?
It's an underdog that you pick straight up to win.
So where did the number 7 come from when we asked you the
Right,
first
that
time?
answer.
Because in your house and your rules, I couldn't pick like New Mexico versus Michigan.
Right, because you were picking it out of spite.
Right. So it has to be less than 7.
I never said it had to be less than 7. I had to be something that you seriously thought was going to happen, not that you wanted to happen for your own personal gain.
I still wasn't wrong.
Technically, you're right. Technically,
No,
but in his
technically he was
defense,
just pulling this out of his ass because he's mad that I wouldn't let him pick 20-point underdogs last year, which is why we have a Superdog parlay, which we'll talk about shortly.
Thank you.
That's all. That's the only reason he wanted that is so we can be like, we picked a 15-point underdog, and guess what? They almost won, but they didn't. But we were close, guys.
I'm still right.
There was no 7 rule.
You did make that rule.
I don't see it anywhere in the notes.
I feel like maybe we'll use that as a guidance.
Thank you, Alex.
Right, we would have a 2-point underdog and a 20-point underdog, and Jim would be like, why would we take the 20-point underdog?
Right.
That's a better bet for us. And I was like, actually, it's not even slightly.
It was.
I don't think you ever did that, and it was ever a winner.
I'm just saying.
Specialty pick, starting with the Mike Allstott hit stick pick of the week.
Are we still naming that? This still a thing?
Remember when I said I was going to tell everybody what they did last year, and then you said,
You're
that's
getting
7
frustrated, Muff.
points.
Still getting frustrated, Muff. You gotta relax in your old age.
See you in 5 months, Jim. The Mike Allstott hit stick was the lock pick of the week. Last year it was 12-8.
And there's no rules to this, right?
Correct.
Based on what I'm seeing
It was a spread bet.
Gotcha.
from everyone's best bets, it looks like it has to be Utah -6.9.
We're not picking it yet. God bless America. Are we not listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? We're informing the listeners what happened with these last year. Neme, you can support him all you want in the betting world, but don't support him in this buffoonery. Last year was 12-8. The previous year was 10-11, so we improved in the Mike Allstott hit stick pick last year. In the Midwest Mobster risky pick,
Are we still doing sound effects if we're changing the name?
it was 8-12 last year. This was again the Moneyline Dog. And the previous year we had a boner year. It was 14-5, which I highly doubt we replicate ever again in our lives. Being 14-5, picking Moneyline Dogs
You
for
got a lot of
1 year.
negativity. Don't put doubt on us.
Neme, how likely is it that we replicate 14-5 moneyline dogs?
Not great, but let's hope we do.
Thank you.
See, that's
Appreciate
positivity right there, Neme.
A little
it.
bit of both.
In the sell the nutting team, Bob Parlay.
Oh.
Last year we had 1 win. Previous year we had 1 win.
That's what we shoot for, is 1 win.
That's what we're hoping. Just get one of those, please and thank you. All right, so those are the specialty picks that we had last year. Points to confirm before we get into this year.
Mm-hmm.
Will the lock pick still be
The
the
money line
Mike?
dog. Is that what we're confirming?
Will the lock pick still be the Mike Allstott hit stick pick?
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, I don't think you can change that. That's
I
the
think,
OG.
you know, I work with young adults, and I sit with them in classrooms for anywhere from 3 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I can firmly state that the amount of maturity that they have exhibited in week 1 in a classroom is leaps and bounds above what I've experienced in the last hour and a half of my life.
I think we're in trouble. I think we're going to the principal's office.
So are we keeping the Mike Allstott hit stick?
Yeah, it's an OG. You have to keep that one.
Okay. All right. That's one that has been consistent and a constant every year. That's the one that stays.
Yeah.
Next, in the Moneyline Dog pick, an underdog straight up, that would be plus money straight, or for that, plus points straight up.
See, you're even screwing it up.
Let's just call it the underdog straight up.
No, because that gives Jim. We can't ask Jim then what is a Moneyline Dog, because he'll just read the name of the
I
pick.
thought that I was trying to help him, honestly.
No helping
That
this.
one has to stay because it was 14-5 last year.
We got to change the name, though.
No, it was 8-12 last year. It was 14-5 the year before.
That's true. I'm sorry. Yes.
So it has to change.
It changes
What
every
is this? Yeah, well, it's changed more than once. Sometimes in a year. It was the Urban Meyer risky pick. It was the Neil Brown. Wasn't it Neil Brown at one point?
Yeah.
We had.
There was reference to Kim Kardashian at one point.
Yeah, there was a Kim K reference at some point in there.
I
Yeah.
think it should be Travis Pop the question risky pick.
Oh no, it wasn't risky enough for her
I'm
to
not
say
trying
no.
to piss off the Swifties.
It's good. It's good antagonization viewership potential.
That's true.
Let's see. It's usually been pretty topical, hasn't it? Say it again.
Swift kick to the dick pic?
That's a really good one, Jim.
Is that risky?
That's risky.
A swift kick to the dick is.
That's risky for Killer Trav.
Yeah. If he cheats on her.
Hey, now you toss that into the world.
I'm just saying, if he does, his life is over.
The Killer Trav swift kick to the dick,
Yeah.
or I guess it would be the swift kick to the Killer Trav dick.
That's
Oh.
Now you're just jamming us up. There's no way you're gonna be able to say that every week.
Swift kick to the killer trap dick.
Yeah, do that one. Let's do that one.
I mean, this can be workshopped as what it's ultimately going to be, but
Swift kick to the Killatrav dick.
Pick.
Love that.
See, you put risky in
Done.
there, Muff. It's got to be.
the
Dick
swift
pick.
kick to the Killer Trav dick risky pick of the week.
That's fine. I like it.
Perfect.
That's funny. I like that. Set.
I don't know what this graphic's going to look like, but it's not going to be what you think.
I want to know what the sound effect's going to be. That's what I care about.
Oh!
I think it has to be like a line from a Taylor Swift song, Alex.
Oh. Shake it off. Shake it off.
That's not bad. I can get on board with that one.
I think we got that. See, this is what we do. We workshop it live for you, the listener.
Whether or not you're listening at this point, that's to be determined. If you are still listening, you can probably stay to the end and hear what happened before this rendition of the recording happened.
Blooper.
Yeah, some bloops. All right, next we already decided this one. The parlay, which is one pick from every person, plus the all-star pick. Correct. It's
Correct.
always been a 5-leg parlay.
Yep.
You can get kicked off the island, Neme, if you're the weak link from week to week.
Yeah.
Fair.
So if your pick loses, you get kicked off until we have less than 3, and then everybody comes back in because it can't be less than a 3-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Last year was a 7-letting team, Bob parlay.
Oh.
This year, I think this was inspiration from Neme.
Yeah.
It will now be the Buddy Lay parlay.
Yippee!
Oh.
Ooh. New in the sound effect. Year to year, I look forward to this.
That's it, Alex. We're going with that. That's what you want. I'm in. All right. We have one last specialty pick. It's special request of somebody in this chat who gets upset at times about Money Dog.
Which is an underdog, straight up.
Neme,
Money
you said
dog,
you,
Muff. Don't
you-
do it. Don't be like Jim. Money line underdog.
so. Yeah, Jim, why don't you tell the world what this is going to be?
This will be a money line underdog that is an underdog by more than 7.5 points.
More than 7.5 or 7.5 and more?
7.5 and more. Or more.
Yeah.
And what is this called?
Don't be like Jim.
The Super Dog Parlay.
Yeah, is this a parlay, Jim, or is this just a game?
Well, that's what we had to work out.
I think it's just a.
What about the super dog buddy lay?
Well,
I think this was intended to be.
like we
If
can
this is a
just-
one-off.
Listen,
Yeah, it was supposed to be
if
just
we're
a
doing
pick.
this is not a parlay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is just a pick.
How about Jim's super dog? So he
I like
can just do it.
Jim's big wiener.
Yeah. It's just Jim's super dog. No one else is involved. Jim wants it. It's all Jim.
Yep.
And we'll see what he does this year on it.
You know what? I like that.
Is it DOG or DAWG?
Oh, it's DAWG.
Okay.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right.
So we have confirmed our specialty picks. Here shortly, we will be making picks for the Mike Allstott Hit Stick Pick of the Week,
Pow, 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 pow.
the Swift Kick to the Kilotrav Dick Risky Pick of the Week,
Oh.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
then we have the Buddy Lay Parlay,
Yippee! Yippee!
and last, Jim's Super Dog.
Alex. Thank you.
Of over 7.5 points.
Of over 7.5 points.
Jim may need reminded that it's 7.5 or more.
Thank you.
But we will be there. All right, first we start off with the Mike Allstott Hit Stick Pick of the Week.
Pow, pow, pow.
I believe Neme has already identified the likely candidate. Utah.
Utah, yep.
Yeah, I think we stick with our outline.
Yep, Utah minus 6.5 against UCLA. Next, we get to the Swift Kick to the Kilotrav Dick Risky Pick of the Week.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
It's Moneyline Dog. Which again, Jim is.
The underdog, straight up.
There we go. The real question is, do any of us have any plus the points bets to even start off considering?
I
have-
have North Carolina.
I have South Florida and Cal.
I have one, but it's direct contradiction to Muff.
Oh boy, this is a tough one then.
What?
I don't like the South Florida one. Sorry, Neme. You're
That's
my
fair.
homie.
And Alex liked Oregon State, so why don't we? What about UNC? Or
I mean, I have no problem considering UNC and putting a thumbs up to that. If
Travis
the rest,
Belichick. Oh,
yeah,
What?
let's go with Bill.
Bill
Go
and
with
Travis.
LSU and root for Sad Dabo.
I mean, Bill Belichick's girlfriend is younger than Taylor Swift.
Put her in there. Sold me.
Bill.
So we're picking Jordan Hudson, or are we picking Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick.
Okay. North Carolina money line hosting TCU is a swift kick to the Killer Trav Dick risky pick of the
I
week.
really hope that hits.
Shake
I'd be
it
so
off.
happy.
Shake it off.
Was that a homer in there?
Yeah, he does that underneath of us. It makes it so like it's layered. It's like a cake.
Oh. All right, let's get to the Jim Superdog, since it's a one-off pick before we get to the Buddy Lay parlay.
Hold on, I just had it.
Thank
Hold
you,
on.
Alex.
Holding. FAU to versus Maryland. Take FAU.
I like it.
FAU money line. You can go ahead and toss that in there, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your pick, bitch.
I got you.
All right, next we have the Buddy Lay parlay.
Yippee!
It automatically gets Utah minus 6.5. And this goes first. Was it worst to first or first to worst?
I don't think it matters this round. This has to be decided.
Because it was the previous week's
Yep.
Yes.
best person got to pick first, correct? Yeah. Right, so we don't have a previous week.
I think Neme's the guest.
I think Neme gets to go first. I agree.
I'm going to go with Tennessee to beat Syracuse by more than 13.5.
Well done. Well done. I already like the addition.
Okay. Next, let's just go. We'll go Alex, Jim, me.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to go with. Oof,
You were going to go Georgia Tech.
that's what I want to do, but
Rat bastard.
Nebraska minus 6.5 for Cincy.
Okay. James?
Give me South Carolina minus 7.5 against Virginia Tech.
You are very confident in this one.
Oh, I'm a big fan of this game.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to go with the TCU UNC under.
Okay.
TCU UNC under 56.5. What truly will be the last leg of this parlay if it makes it that far.
If
Let's
it
hit
kills
week
our
one.
parlay, I'm going to be big sad at you.
What's that?
If this kills our parlay, I'm going to be big sad at you.
If we make it through the first 4 games in week 1, I think we've done okay, if I'm being honest.
I'm still going to be sad.
I'm going to be sad if the other 4 picks win and yours does not.
That would make me sad too.
All right, that wraps up week 1 college football betting. Sports stuff, betting stuff. Again, we have Neme along for the ride this year for as many weeks as he's able to participate. I think it's got to be all the weeks now that you've weathered this storm of a recording. If you made it through this, you can make it through anything. Say that again?
Do we have music at the end of this now? Are we done with music? How does this work?
You know, Jim,
Mm-hmm.
if the Superdog
Oh, my man.
makes its way to the bank,
Yeah. Give me it.
and if that Buddy Lay parlay, if all the buddies join hands and form a tower like Eiffel,
Build it up, Muff. Give it to me.
if Mike Ostock goes bumbling down the field, and if Killatrav gets his dick kicked
Yep.
by Taylor Swift,
Yep.
we will have
A payday.
This is sports stuff. Betting stuff.
Ciao.
Ka-chow it is. This is Sports Stuff Betting Stuff, the #1 sports betting podcast coming out of the Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff Enterprise. I'm your host and the original degenerate, Muff. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Joined alongside the Ohio degenerate, the Ohio homer in the capo of the Midwest Crack House, Jim.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Hello, Jim. Hello. Anything Anything, Jim? Just some waving. It's great
Waving the
podcasting
crowd,
whenever you don't say
waving
words.
the crowd.
Or whenever your microphone doesn't work.
Is it not
Great
working?
job, buddy. Great job. Also joined alongside is the medical degenerate and the other half of the original degenerate crew, Alex.
That's me.
And last, joining the fold this year, another degenerate from the state of Ohio. He's just a degenerate from the state of Ohio, Neme.
Just here to help Jim out.
He is just here to help Jim. And Jim's probably going to need a lot of help because he doesn't know how to work technology. How about now, Jim?
I could hear Jim.
Jim, can you say words to test? Shaking your head does not let us know if your audio is working. Say some words. Talk, damn it.
He clearly can't hear us, or else he'd be talking, right? Can you hear us? Oh,
Jeez.
Good
Jesus.
start to week one. Good start to week
Jesus.
one.
For those that really want to know, it's been like playing with an absolute gaggle of buffoons trying to get this going as we're recording on Wednesday night leading into Thursday, because as you're listening to this, it is Thursday, August 28th, and the buffoonery has not stopped. I'm the only one that apparently understands how to manipulate and use technology. Two people had to transfer to their phones. Oh, look.
My laptop was dying.
Somebody's back.
Can you hear us, Jim?
Is that a no, Jim? You can't hear us.
I'm back.